Well, today I'm in conversation with a movie star, a bona fide fashionista, a producer, an actor, and a doting mom now. No points for guessing. I'm in conversation with Sonam Kapoor. Hi, Sonam. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sonam, when one talks about Sonam Kapoor, the first thing that pops is fashion, glamour, fashionista. Were you always very fashion conscious, even as a child or as a teenager? Were you a picky dresser?
Honestly, anything, like when I was younger, I was in a school where there was only uniform. So, and then, after school, we used to play sports, we used to come back home, do homework. So it only developed after I was like 14, 15 years old, and I went to boarding school, and there was a lot more exposure because I was overseas, and I could see other people dressing up. And then also seeing my mom, who was a fashion designer, she had amazing taste in clothes. And just seeing that and growing up with that, I always had an inclination towards it, yeah.
Right. And, speaking of beauty, elegance, and fashion, you're now associated with Zoya. So tell us what resonated with Zoya for you.
Well, I love the fact that it's an Indian brand which has an international appeal. I feel as Indians, we kind of don't understand the capabilities that we have in our own country, especially where design is concerned. Almost 80% of the stones in the world are cut in India. But the design aesthetic that we have, it's something that we should really be proud of. And I see that Zoya has that. As a brand, they're very proud of the designs that they put out there, and it's at par with international designers, and some of the designs are even better. So for me, that pride in their own design sensibility, that pride in being not obsessed with the West, but obsessed with their own aesthetic, and to be world class, was something that really resonated with me. And also the fact that it's a brand that stands for its values, for its, just its authenticity, is something that I loved.
Right. So when you talk about jewelry, what are the first memories of jewelry? Because, when you talk about jewelry for a girl comes to appreciate jewelry on her mom or, the family heirloom. Any interesting pieces of jewelry that you have probably flicked from your mother?
I haven't flicked anything from my mother, but, my nani gave me her wedding jewelry that she wore for her wedding. I actually borrowed it from her to wear it in a film called Delhi 6, and I was wearing this red gara salwar kameez, and it's a scene where a boy comes to see me, and I'm complaining to Abhishek Bachchan's character, and I'm saying, Roshan, I'm going to kill myself because I don't want to get married, I want to be Indian Idol, I don't want to be this, and I was wearing this beautiful, like, old school set of my nannies, and she was so happy I wore it in the film that, when she passed away, it was a part of something that she gave me. So that for me is one of my most precious, pieces that I own.
Right. So when it comes to jewelry, what kind of jewelry do you like wearing? Do you like more Indian, chunkier jewelry, or do you prefer more functional pieces like an AM to PM thing?
I like everyday pieces. I wear like beautiful big pieces at events and stuff like that.
Right.
But I like more everyday, like something that I don't ever take off. Like I kind of sleep with my jewelry as well.
Really?
I sleep with it all on because I don't like to keep constantly changing it and taking it out. In fact, the first collection that I shot for, which was like almost, 2.5 years ago, was called My Embrace. And there were these beautiful, like, small pieces that they gifted me from Zoya. And these hoop earrings, and I'm like constantly wearing them.
Right, interesting. Also, Sonam, for someone who is synonymous with the luxury, what does luxury mean to you, and how do you define luxury?
I think luxury is quality, design, and something that's bespoke.
Okay. Right. And also, you're someone who's been working for a very long time now.
Yes.
You've been working since the age of 17.
Yes.
I've heard you used to wait tables also at Singapore while you were studying. And you didn't do a very good job of it.
No, I wasn't very good because I'm very clumsy.
Okay.
But I'm very hardworking, and I'm very meticulous.
Yes.
And so for me, if I do something, I always like to do it well.
Right.
Sometimes I might not be the best at a job, but I make sure I give it my 100%.
Right. So Sonam, since you have been financially independent from such a young age.
Yes.
What does financial independence mean to you as a woman? Doesn't matter what family you come from or who you're married to. What does it mean for you to be financially independent as a woman?
As long as you don't have to ask for things when you want to get it for yourself. As women, especially in a patriarchal society, our purse strings are always kind of, held by someone else. And whether it's your father, whether it's your husband, whether it's, the men in the family. And I've seen that in many multiple families. I've seen that sometimes in my own family. And I feel that independence, that's a sense of power I feel sometimes men have over you. And to feel complete and to feel in control of your own life, I think is very important for women to be financially independent.
True.
It doesn't matter how affluent you are, doesn't matter what kind of family you have. If you earn your own money, first of all, you appreciate how hard you have to work to earn your own money. And secondly, you're in control of how you spend and what you buy. You don't have to ask and you're not dependent.
Yeah.
And we kind of, don't understand the power of that. A lot of women don't understand the power of that. They don't understand the satisfaction and the freedom that comes with it. Because whatever choices you make, whether it's a husband or whether it's your career, it's an informed decision because you are independent and you have that freedom.
Right. Sonam, you have a son, you have
Yes.
a baby boy.
Yes.
What will you tell him about money?
It's very important to understand that we're not going to take anything up with us. But at the same time, it's also very important to understand to save it for a rainy day. So don't be miserly, but don't be a spendthrift. I think there's always a balance. Enjoy your life, but always keep some aside.
True.
And charity is something, the more you give away, I feel God blesses you or the universe blesses you with more. That's not why you give things away, but I feel like that's, charity, generosity, saving, and enjoying life. I think there are 4 big things that you should, when you look at money, that's what I look at.
Right. Sonam, and as an independent working woman, what's your investment mantra?
My investment mantra is, I'm a very, my Nana used to work at State Bank of India. So I'm pretty traditional when it comes to investments. So for me, it's gold, which is doing incredibly well now.
Incredibly well, yes.
Silver, property.
Yes.
And if I have a very smart person who does my investments for me, so I give away that. Insurance, life insurance, very, very straightforward.
You're a very safe investor.
Very
like
safe.
That.
I'm a very safe investor because for me, I don't understand it. I'm not a finance person, but whatever I have learned, and if I'm investing in stocks and all, again, very safe companies.
Yeah.
Companies like Tata, where there is, your investment is safe. They have a reputation and longevity. So that's, I feel like that's what I believe in.
Right. Interesting, Sonam. But before we let you go, we'll play a quick rapid fire with you.
Okay, sure.
This or that. Okay. Style over comfort or comfort over style?
Style over comfort.
Style over comfort. That's so
Always.
Sonam.
Yeah. Why should I lie? I'd rather be stylish than comfortable.
Right. Your style mantra, go big or go home, or keep it simple, silly?
It depends on my mood.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the prettiest?
Can't I be both?
No, you have to pick one.
No, I believe in having it all.
Having it all,
Always.
clearly, Sonam.
Shouldn't every woman?
Absolutely, I agree with you. Are you a bookworm or a movie buff?
A bookworm. That's very easy.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Traditional heirloom jewelry or AM to PM pieces?
AM to PM pieces.
Okay. Sonam Kapoor as an actor or Sonam Kapoor as a fashionista?
As an actor.
Okay. If you had to play fairy godmother to transform Cinderella, which actor would you pick?
Which actor would I pick if I had to transform?
Yeah.
Fairy godmother. I think, you know, with the stylists that we have these days, I don't have to play fairy godmother. My sister's styling half the industry and she's doing an incredible job of it. So they all look really, really beautiful these days. I mean, who am I supposed, half of them are my sisters and half of them are styled by my sister.
Very safe answer.
No, it is not. It's not safe. It's a fact.
Okay. So in fact, that was my next question. Riya Kapoor or Anamika Khanna?
Riya Kapoor, but Anamika Khanna is one of my closest friends. So when Riya Kapoor styles me in Anamika Khanna.
All right. That was great, Sonam. Thank you so much for coming and gracing our show.
Thank you so much.